I wanted to do a video, and I still do, that is really addressed towards neurotypicals and talks about ways that they can help us and support us. I've put some different Facebook pages, like, hey, what do you guys think? Like, I don't want it to be just me, but I really want to, like I say on my page, it's like I want to give a voice to people on the spectrum and with chronic health issues. So I've talked more about the spectrum stuff so far. So yeah, I don't want it to be just me, but kind of like what I'm hearing out there, what other women are saying, and I kind of know, but yeah, so I guess if anyone's watching this and you guys want to give some input, definitely give some comments. I would love that. I don't want it to be like just what I would like you to do, because you know what? I think I realized something. The number one thing, well, I'd say two things. I was going to say number one, but I kind of came up with like two main things that neurotypicals can take away. Number one, I think the bottom line is what we want is to be understood. Now, that is a tall order. So I'm going to break it down and try and make it easier. I think personally, just for people to know, and when I say people, I mean neurotypical people, to know that they don't understand us would be a start. And does that make sense? Like, you don't have to understand me, but just to know that you don't understand me, to realize that maybe how you think about me, how you perceive me, how you read me, or how you think my life is and what I've been through, if all you can do is just say, maybe I don't understand. Be open to the possibility that there's something other than what you think, perceive, and believe about me. So that was number one. The other one is to ask that person, because you know what? Like, we're not all the same. Like, I mean, there are a lot of similarities for sure. But the bottom line is, ask that person what they need, like, I guess that's all I have to say. It's basic. Ask them what they need. Like, yeah, and I bet most of it would be understanding. So, yeah, it's a really lonely thing, like, when you know you're not being understood, but the other person thinks they understand you. That's the worst part. Because I was trying to find an analogy to explain it, and the closest I ever come up with is foreign language, because I think, like, when I am going to Spain next week, I will be attempting to speak my Spanish, which is, like, really rusty, and I will probably mess it up really bad. Now, chances are good, if I mess it up, then like, if a Spanish person will know that they will know, like, I'm not a native speaker, and they will say, oh, maybe I misunderstood her. So that's different. Like, with us, we are misunderstood, but people think that they're understanding us. So, like, if we have a certain behavior, then neurotypicals will look at that through their lens, and they'll think, well, if I were doing that behavior, or someone I know, neurotypical, was doing that behavior, this is what that would mean. So they don't even know that they're not understanding us. They just have a perception, and they're just taking that, like, not really questioning it. And I understand that, but so that's why I say, if you can just know that you don't understand, that would be a start.